Welcome to the London Sinfonietta Composition Challenge's Autumn Concert. Since September, we've been working with schools around the country, from Gloucester to the Isle of Wight and Wiltshire, to get schools composing. We've run workshops to kickstart your creative music making, producing fantastic results. We celebrate all of this work in the Composition Challenge's Autumn Concert and will perform selected pieces today. We were blown away by the breadth of talent from all pupils who took part. Well done to all our young composers. My name is GILLIAN Walker. I'm a composer and workshop leader with the London Sinfonietta. Today I'm joined by two London Sinfonietta musicians, flautist Fiona Sweeney and bassoonist Patrick Bolton. Patrick and Fiona will be performing selected musical works sent into London Sinfonietta by you. There's lots of different ways to approach composing music. There is no right or wrong. As a composer, there are different things I think about when creating new music. To begin, I decide what I want to write my piece about. Picking a topic for your composition is important, as it will help you to create musical ideas. Some composers are excited by nature and the places they live in, and use their environment, cities, buildings, rivers and forests, as a source of inspiration. You can find inspiration anywhere, from books, art, day-to-day life. The list is endless. Think of the sound of a train. Or heavy footsteps walking in the mud. What do you want your piece to be about? This is a key decision any composer must make when creating new music. That's my first top tip for you as you write more new music in the future. Let's go to our first composition performance. This comes from Abbeymead Primary School, Gloucester. It's performed by Fiona Sweeney on flute.
My name is Lola. My name is Sophie. My name is Jasmine. My name is Cameron.
My name is Brody.
My name is Zach. My name is Mason.
Okay, and what is the name of your composition, please, everyone?
Cheerful!
Okay, and Lola, can you tell us what inspired you to do the rainbow part?
Because it's so, pops out a lot.
Okay, and Zach, can you tell us about the volcano, please?
I chose a volcano because it's got fire in it and it's really hot, and hot temperature means high for high music, so high music is going to be the high note for the end of the music.
Super. And what do you think your piece of music should sound like?
That composition came from Abbeymead Primary School in Gloucester. Well done to all. My next tip is to think about structure. Structure helps a composer to plan their piece, almost like a timetable to let them know when they want the music to change. The structure of your piece is very important. Things to consider. 1. How long do you want your piece of music to last? The amount of musical ideas you want to bring into your piece of music will inform how long or short it should be. When beginning to compose, it can be useful to start by creating a 1-minute piece. Next, think about the musical ideas your piece will contain. When I say musical ideas, I mean different things that will happen in the music. For example, a change in the rhythm is one musical idea. A move from a low pitch to a high pitch is another musical idea. At what point do you want to introduce each musical idea? When does each musical idea finish? Do two musical ideas happen at the same time? If I was writing a 1-minute piece, I might decide to have 3 musical ideas, each 20 seconds long. I often imagine a washing line to help me think of the whole piece of music. I hang my musical ideas on the line from left to right, so I have a beginning, a middle, and an end. For example, my piece might start quietly and gradually get louder for the first 15 to 20 seconds. This is known as a crescendo. Then in the middle of the piece, there's 5 loud crashes. There's a gap of silence between each crash. To finish my piece, I decided I want the music to gradually get quieter, fading into nothing. How will you structure your piece of music? Planning is an important step for any composer. Our second composition comes from Sienna at Woodlands Primary School in Wiltshire.
Hi, my name is Sienna. My composition is called Craziness. I think it would sound funky and quite loud and a little bit crazy. My favourite part was trying to figure out where each bit would go.
That was from Woodlands Primary School in Wiltshire and was titled Craziness, composed by Sienna. We were so impressed by all the compositions we received from Woodlands Primary School. Well done to each young composer who created new music. One of my most important composition tips is to think about pitch. The pitch of a note is how high or low a musical note sounds on an instrument. When I compose with pitch, I make decisions based on the following questions. Will I use a high or low sound, or a mixture of both? What pitch is the piece at the beginning, middle, and end? What kinds of sounds am I looking for? To get started, we can use words in our piece. For example, ghostly might sound like this. Dark and mysterious might sound like this. Sparkly could sound like this. Do you want your piece to be high or low? Does the pitch of the music change during the piece? Thinking about how your piece will sound is really important when composing. Our next composition is from Van Britten Brown class at Carisbrooke Primary on the Isle of Wight, and the title of their group composition is Looking Through the Mirror. Van Britten Brown class said the mood of their piece is very sad, but makes them feel happy because they composed it. And that is also sounds like a mystery where we don't know what's going to happen next. Their favourite part of composing together as a class was coming up with the ideas and hearing them. They enjoyed composing with numbers and found it easy to do. A huge well done to all the young composers at Carisbrooke Primary. Rhythm is music's pattern in time. As a composer, rhythm is one of the key musical elements I consider when writing new music. You can make a rhythm when you decide a pattern of short and long beats in your music. For example, the chug of a train, the sound of your heartbeat, or the ringing of a bell. As a composer, if I want the music to become more exciting, I make the rhythm start slowly and then get faster, like a car speeding up. If I was inspired by the rhythm of a heartbeat, I might compose steady, regular, repetitive beats. Rhythms surround us in everyday life, from the ticking of a clock to the beat of footsteps. Listen carefully to the world around you. Our next composition was composed by Oliver at St Catherine's Primary School, Wiltshire.
Hello, my name is Oliver, and the title of my composition is The Spiralist Sound. I enjoy creating this image. I had never ever created a piece of music like this, and I would really like to hear it be played. When I was making this piece of music, I was thinking a lot of trumpets and it being quite a loud piece of music. The multicoloured section is like a puzzle, getting higher as you reach the top of the puzzle tower. I use mathematical symbols in my piece. The addition sign is to make the music go louder. The multiplication sign is to multiply the sound and make it louder. And the subtraction sign is to make it slower. And finally, the divide is to make it slower and longer. The swirling opera section is meant to be really slow, and all the random shapes are when the music becomes a bit crazy and the sounds are all broken and jumbled. I hope you enjoy playing it.
That was Spiral of Sound, composed by Oliver at St Catherine's Primary School, Wiltshire. Our fifth composition comes from Berry at Knighton Primary School on the Isle of Wight and is called The Colourful Journey Through Seasons. The composition was inspired by nature, as Berry loves going out for walks. Berry says they felt great when composing and enjoyed thinking about different colours of the seasons. That was The Colourful Journey Through Seasons by Berry from Knighton Primary School on the Isle of Wight. So we've heard 5 scores from schools across Wiltshire, the Isle of Wight and Gloucester. Think of the musical elements in each score. Is there anything in them that has inspired you? Part of being a composer is listening to other people's work, see what musical ideas they have to find different ways of approaching composition. Our final composition comes from Mia at Finlay Community School, Gloucester. Patrick and Fiona, you're going to perform this piece as a duet. What has inspired you in the score?
The thing I took the most inspiration from in this score was that there was some notation, and the dashes at the bottom of the page really helped me decide which rhythm I was going to play. And I loved the triangle shapes because that really helped me decide what registers of the flute I was going to play in.
Mia, what I loved about your piece was all the colours you used. It was really exciting to be able to play around with those, but then also have a little bit more structured stuff with these sort of ideas that I interpreted to be quite rhythmic on the bottom right, with these swirls and the dots and the lines. So all in all, I think it really works as a piece.
Hi, my name is Mia and my composition is about rainbows. So if you see these triangles here, if you go up, it gets higher and higher. And then when you go down, it's like high notes to low notes. And I really felt happy about it.
Well done to all the young composers that sent compositions from schools across Gloucester, Wiltshire and the Isle of Wight. We wish we could play them all. Happy composing.